Hello and welcome back. So, a new episode in which we will be doing a step, which one is it? Step 119, 120 and possibly 121. The first two sections will be exercises on variables and making a calculator, and the last one will be us learning control flow, so that should be fun. Here is our actual first exercise of the day, or of this session at least. So I'll crack on and see you in a bit. Okay, so we are done. Basically, we have created two variables for our first name and our last name. Then we have used variable full name equaling to first name plus last name, and then as you can see, when we put in full name, it comes up with our full name. Actually, I need a space there. Anyway, I can figure it out later. And then we have a variable a and b, and then obviously we make variable a 2, so then obviously variable a is now 2, and then if you add variable a and b, now it's going to become 23, and then variable c is undefined because there's no, well, it's not being defined yet, so there's no characters given to variable c yet. So basically that was the first part. It wasn't easy, but it was quite doable. So now that that's done, I will take that one off and get the exercise from, let's see, okay, so we're gonna get the third exercise, second exercise of the day, and I'll get cracking on with that. See you in a bit. Hello and welcome back. So as you can see, it's a morning. So basically there was some, don't know why, but when I was trying to put the code in, it wasn't working, and I was supposed to be working, so I fixed it by resetting the whole, not the whole, but like the background of the actual browser, and that should have fixed it. Or, well, I know I fixed it because afterwards I tried and it worked, but then I sort of late. I was trying to get it done, but it's working, but now it's all fixed, so let's get going. So we are making a calculator, so let's crack on with it. Okay, we have got it working. Fantastic. So, first of all, let me show you what I've done. So, first of all, variable first, the first number, and then what have I done? Oh yeah, I need to prompt it so that it actually came up. I've said first of all, I've kind of forgot to prompt it, and then I've done the second one. Then I've added the sum, I've added first and second, and then I have added, well, this is what I thought for a second I need to do. So I had alert sum, and then your number is, and then I realized actually, because I came up with, I put in like 3 and 2, and I came up with 32. So I realized, oh, I need to put the number in front of the first and second to make it into numbers. So it actually gave me the right results for the sum, but then come up with your sum is. So then I thought, do you put it inside? And then that was partially right, but the last thing I need to do was put the plus sign so that they know that it's all combined together. So once I've done that, I was able to come up like such. So now if I press enter, I'll come up with your first number. So let's put in some big numbers, 12, and your second number is 7. The sum is 19. Oh, not your sum is 19. So, fun things. That means that that section is completed as well. And I guess, you know what? If you give me a second, I'll try to do this. Subtract, multiply. But that might be a bit difficult. So give me a moment. I think, because this is obviously useful, but I don't want to go too much into it, I'll do let me see, might do multiply one, because subtract is quite easy, but multiply should be a bit more fun. So I'll do that, and then afterwards we'll move on to the next step. It works. Okay, let's give that another go. So we have added the variable of multiply, should be multiple, but multiply, and then we've done the alert. So now if we do that, let's say we have 6 and 8, and our sum is 14, and the multiple of the two numbers of your two numbers are 42. So, lovely things. So, I mean, obviously I could do the rest, I could do divide and subtract, but I'll leave it for now because obviously I've got the gist. So, let's see what the next step is. So, I've made the calculator, we've done the variables. Now, we have a 17-minute video, so that should be fun. I'll crack on with that and see you in a bit. Okay, so that was a long one. Well, what have we learned? Well, actually many things. Let me clear this and go back to the top so I can tell you the first things we have done. So we have, so this is the calculator, and then basically we have done if name equals Billy, alert us, say hi Billy. So then when we put our name in as variable Billy, we get an alert of hi Billy. So if you put in the name of equaling to Sue, then it will tell us nothing. It will just tell us undefined when we run this code again, because obviously the name's actually not Billy. So then if we use this, so that's the if tag. So the if defines it like basically just in real language. If this is the case, then do this. And then we have the else. So if this is not the case, or else, then we're gonna say I don't know you, because you don't know who's trying to whose name it is. So then if you put it in Jack, then it's gonna come up with I don't know you. And then let's round up that a bit, and then you can change the name there in the variable as well. And then we had the else if, that's another tag. So let's say if name is Billy, then say hi Billy. Else, so if that's not the case, but if Sue is the name, then say hi Sue. So we have two combinations. So if it's not Billy, then we're gonna look for Billy first, and if it's not Billy, then we're gonna look for Sue. If it's not Billy or Sue, then it's gonna come up with I don't know you. So if we put in Sue, then it's gonna be good. And then we have another one, which I couldn't find the key for first of all, but now I did, so it's all good, which is the or tag. So if name is equal to Billy or Joe, we get an alert of hi Billy or Joe. So obviously if we put in Joe, it's going to come up with hi Billy or Joe. And then if, what have we done here? Then we have and. So we have or and tags. And tags seem a bit more tricky in a way, because you can actually only have, for this case, you cannot really have two names. So if you just have like one, holder, as in the name, you can have name this and name that as well, which means this kind of wouldn't really work. But that's why if you put in Billy or Joe, nothing would come up. But if we have done first name Bob and last name Smith, so it's two different like containers. So we have the first name, and if that's Bob and then the last name is Smith, then we will actually be able to get our alert, which is hi Bob Smith. So if we do that, then it will come up with hi Bob Smith. And then obviously if we write in Joe, then it won't come up with anything. Then we have lastly the not. I think that's like what's called not tag or not element, which basically states if not name is Bob, then tell us hi Bob, which means that if our name is anything that is not Bob, then we're going to get alerted to saying hi Bob, which is a bit strange. But obviously if I wrote in hi James, then and the name wasn't Bob, then obviously we could just assume that there's only two parties to this whole situation, so then we would know that the other person is James. But obviously this is good for a lot of things apparently. And then also this is the not statement sort of thing. So if you write in not true, it's false. if you write in not false, it's true. And that's it. So, a lot of things we have learned. Here's like the little checklist sort of thing, and we've done quite a bit of it. So, okay, there's these keywords, which we haven't done yet, but I'm assuming we're going to be going over them soon, because now we have this one completed. Now we can move on to these fun things, which seem like a lot more videos, so fun stuff. Anyway, that's it for today. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, all sorts, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.